Trump's attack on intelligence isn't racist or sexist, it's his equal opportunity style. The Guardian's article, Trump's tactic to attack black people and women, insult their intelligence, is yet another tired, ideologically loaded hit piece masquerading as journalism. It attempts to portray President Trump as a man who deliberately singles out African Americans and women for verbal attacks based on their intelligence. But the truth is far less sinister and far more consistent. Trump insults everyone, regardless of race, gender, or background, when they oppose him, attack him, or represent what he views as lousy policy or media dishonesty. 1. A consistent pattern of verbal counterpunching across the board. President Trump is known for his unfiltered style, often opting for direct language that resonates with everyday Americans. While it may be blunt and, at times, abrasive, it is not selectively targeted based on race or gender. The article cites Trump calling Rep. Maxine Waters low IQ multiple times, but it conveniently ignores that Trump has repeatedly insulted white men using the exact same language. Consider Robert De Niro, a very low IQ individual. James Comey, either very sick or very dumb. Rick Perry should be forced to take an IQ test. Mitt Romney, one of the dumbest and worst candidates in the history of Republican politics. Joe Biden, not the brightest light bulb. It is intellectually dishonest to argue that the use of dumb or low IQ is only weaponized against African Americans and women when the evidence shows it is Trump's go-to insult against anyone he deems an adversary, black or white, male or female. 2. The left's obsession with identity politics. One of the major flaws in modern progressive media is the tendency to reduce everything to race or gender. If Trump attacks Maxine Waters, it's not because she pushes socialist ideas, supports radical policies like defunding the police, or regularly accuses him of being a criminal without evidence. It must be because she's black and a woman. That's the lazy, reductive logic at play here. By that standard, what do we make of Trump's attacks on Nancy Pelosi, Elizabeth Warren, Angela Merkel, and Hillary Clinton? Were those also based on gender? Or perhaps, as in every other political battle, the insults were based on policy disagreements and ideological opposition? When he said Rosie O'Donnell was a pig, was that racist, sexist, or just Trump being Trump? Trump insults people who insult him, period. This is how he operates. It's crude, but it's consistent. 3. Double standards in media coverage. The media never scrutinized the actual behavior or rhetoric of Maxine Waters, who once openly encouraged people to harass Trump supporters in public. Nor does the media question Don Lemon's repeated mocking of Trump voters, like the infamous CNN clip where Lemon laughed as guests belittled Trump supporters as credulous boomer rubes. And let's not forget Barack Obama himself once mocked working-class Americans for clinging to guns or religion, a slur that insulted millions of mostly white blue-collar voters. Was that racist? Of course not, according to the media. But when Trump slaps back at political critics, suddenly it becomes a racial issue. The hypocrisy is glaring. 4. Weaponizing the race card. Labeling political criticism as racism is the oldest trick in the Democratic playbook. It's a convenient way to shut down debate, but it is profoundly damaging and divisive. There are numerous intelligent and strong black Americans who support Trump, including Ben Carson, Herschel Walker, Candace Owens, and Alveda King. Are they low IQ for not subscribing to the Democrat narrative? Or is it only racism when Trump attacks liberal black individuals? Trump's disdain for the left has nothing to do with skin color or gender. It has everything to do with the radical policies that are wrecking American cities and sowing division across the nation. The cities most devastated by crime, poverty, and homelessness, Chicago, Detroit, San Francisco, and Baltimore, are overwhelmingly run by Democrats. Pointing that out isn't racist, it's reality. 5. The media's manufactured outrage. The Guardian, like many other left-leaning outlets, clutches its pearls over Trump's language while ignoring the collapse of journalistic integrity in favor of narrative-driven activism. The same outlets that called Trump a fascist, a Russian asset, and an illegitimate president for 4 years now expect us to view them as impartial arbiters of truth. Their real issue with Trump is not his language, it's his effectiveness. He exposed the rot in Washington, rejected the globalist consensus, and gave a voice to forgotten Americans in flyover country. And that's why the elite class, both media and political, hate him with a passion. Final thought. Trump may call people dumb, but the left's response is dumber. Instead of engaging with his policies, his critics fall back on tired accusations of racism and sexism, hoping to silence debate. But America is waking up. We can see through the media's double standards and politically charged narratives. The truth is this: Donald Trump fights back, and he fights hard. He doesn't tiptoe around feelings, and he doesn't play identity politics. If you don't like his style, that's fair, but don't twist it into a race or gender issue when it's nothing more than the political street brawl that the American left started long ago.